I was not expecting to do another video tonight, but when a friend, one of my Facebook friends sent me this message, I just had to report this to you. I'm not going to give my opinion on this. I'm putting it out as news and you can make up your mind for yourself. This article is from the Mail and Telegraph, and the headline reads, South Africa registers first official Satanic Church. And the article reads, Pretoria, the first Satanic Church which was launched in February this year, has now been officially registered in South Africa. The church's mission reportedly is to educate the public on the Satanic Religious Board and to address common misconceptions about satanic practices, as well as ease what they term as satanic panic, a general fear that South Africans have of anything that appears voodoo-like. The co-founder of the Satanic Church in South Africa, Rian Swigelaar, says the registration has been a 4-year process, but has now sailed through. The church has a council comprising of 7 people dedicated to representing Satanism in South Africa. Speaking to local radio stations, Rian Swigelaar said, When I discovered Satanism by myself, it wasn't really an organized organization, and there was no representation, so I had to find my way through the dark, so as to speak, till I met fellow Satanists, and we became a very close-knit set of people. So it's important to have a group that resonates with a philosophy and be able to meet. According to Swigelaar, who grew up in a strong middle-class Christian household, the main philosophy of Satanism is undefiled wisdom of oneself and living completely free of the guilt invoked by other religions as a result of natural human instinct. Very much in line with the Bavarian Illuminati. Swigelaar claims his family holds no grudges and have accepted his choices. On social media, many South Africans expressed shock and fear, while several others celebrated, claiming it was a win for freedom of worship. South Africa is a secular republic that is meant to guarantee freedoms for all. However, this concept is often misunderstood. The country's neighbor, Zimbabwe, has a specific clause in its constitution that makes it illegal to worship the devil. We used to have regulations like this before, because our country's constitution is based on Christian values. In the past, the country even had laws that made witchcraft illegal. The Witchcraft Suppression Act made it illegal to engage in practices commonly associated with witchcraft, and also made calling anyone a witch illegal. However, while the witchcraft law is abolished, the Satanism law remained without much resistance. It is not clear if the Church of Satan in South Africa will look to grow its members and expand into other countries. Now, at this stage, all I will say is that this is also part of the New World Order agenda. As this gentleman said, if I can call him a gentleman, that the main philosophy of Satanism is undefiled wisdom of oneself. This is Illuminati speaking. And living completely free of guilt invoked by other religions as a result of natural human instinct. The problem with this is that most of the laws that we invoke in our land and within common law and common decency cannot be ascribed to by these people. So their beliefs goes against most of the laws and the constitutes that actually make us a civil society. And the limits become endless for where we may end up. So they need to grow their church, grow their ideology. And the fact that they feel free to actually register this as a church, that our government allows this, and the fact that this is taking the very basic principles of human life with regards to families, our beliefs in a supreme being. Those that don't believe in a supreme being have that right, but to actually worship Satan goes completely against most of the laws and constitutes of our country. And I'm sure that there's going to be an outcry because of this, and maybe there should be.